I just want to throw this out into the ether of YouTube, or ether, the universe of YouTube. It's gonna be really hard to talk about. Not really. I mean, it's hard for me to talk about anything ever because I grew up being shit on by my dad, neglected by my mom. But one time, there's quite a few moments in my life where I feel like were pretty catastrophic. I think one of the worst ones was telling my dad in 7th grade, by the way, or sorry, 2nd grade, and you're seven in 2nd grade, or 8 or 6, depending on, you're a young kid. And I remember being picked up from school, my dad going, "Hey Bob, how did you like school today?" I was like, "Well, I fucking hate school." I don't think I said it exactly like that, but imagine a 7-year-old being like, "I hate school, dude. Like, I don't like this. I don't want to be here. I hate school." And I think in my moment, I was like, "Bro, I want to be dead. I wish I was dead. I had so much, I'm trying to prove a point. That's how much I hate school as a child." And, well, I got my point proven. I immediately, I don't know, I got started getting yelled at, and I was like, great, here he goes again, because this is not uncommon for him to be a fucking psychomaniac. And, I was like, great, here's the 15-minute ride home of just being shit on for essentially being a child with thoughts and feelings. And we get home, and he takes me to his room, so I was expecting like a spanking, which was pretty gay, and just unnecessary, really. How about you talk to your child? That could maybe be an option if you had a brain. But no, it was neither of those options, which was, I was prepared for. I was like, all right, here we go. No, what he did instead was he got the gun off his dresser, loaded it, handed it to me, and he goes, "Here you go. You want to be fucking dead? Fucking kill yourself." And I was like, sick. Naturally, as a child, I did nothing but cry because I've been given a weapon that can kill you or myself. Yeah. And then, I cried, sat there, didn't know what to fucking do. I'm getting cornered with a guy who's encouraging me to fucking blow my brains out at the age of 7. Mom is not around because my parents are divorced. And, yeah, I feel like shit like that just fucked with me really hard. Yeah. And in more ways than one. You learn at a young age that if you speak your mind or you have feelings and you express it, and it's met with violence, life-threatening violence, you learn not to communicate. So that's why I said earlier, like, to communicate at all on my end is really difficult. And I fucking hate that I had that, not even me, because I don't, I'm not the same person that I was as a child. I don't see myself as a victim. I see my childhood as a victim, like my young little Bob dude. Back then, he was a victim. I see my life as cause and effect at this point. Like, you treat kid like A, you're gonna get B, and that's where I'm at. I'm at B, Bobby, triple B, bro. Unfortunately, the same name as my dad, which I kind of hate at times, but he sucks. Yeah, and that's caused a lot of issues in my life. Not being able to communicate with people. The fear of being able to communicate with people. It's ingrained in me. That's one example out of 20 years of living with that retard. And I feel it every day. Every day I want to say something to somebody. It's on the tip of my tongue, but there's just this learned habit of not, nothing. I've never actually had like a life-threatening experience from communicating, really, but it's mentally engraved into me, and it's hard. It sucks, because I just don't have any relationships. And if I do, they fail because I just don't know how to say anything at all most of the time. Yeah. I do think it's funny though to daydream about that instance and be like, you know, turn it on him, like, hey, motherfucker, you know, get the fuck away from me, bro. Or what if I like put it to my head and actually did it? That'd be so cold. Because he did to, I have to be honest, he did admit to pretending to load it, so it would have just been like a badass, like, I don't give a fuck, kid, like, click. Which is kind of fucked up in general, because I didn't know it was loaded until after he, like, I don't know how long it went on for, until he was like, give me this fucking thing. He's like, look, I didn't even load it. I didn't put your life at risk. You think I'm not a bad dad? And I was like, oh. If anyone on earth could see what just went through, I think they would beg to differ. I think they would be very confident that you are a bad dad and you need to not suck so much dick at life and treat children horribly wrong, because now you have a 34-year-old boy that is finally talking about something that should have been addressed the next fucking day, or it shouldn't have happened at all. But, you know, I'm not the only one. There's plenty of people out there, and I just hope if anybody has a serious, significant issue with their parents, you find someone. Because I even went to a Catholic school. I went to Catholic school the next fucking day in 2nd grade, and probably was like so devastated. And they're all, and throughout my whole career, man, my whole school career, people are like, well, Bob just doesn't get it. He doesn't pay attention. He just looks like he's not focused on his work. It's like, yeah, well, maybe because I had to wonder if I'm going to get a gun pulled on me by my own fucking dad. Like, who the fuck cares about school when I have to go live with some psycho raging maniac who can't control himself? That always bugged me too. Because not once did anybody ask me, like, hey, Bob, is everything at home okay? It was always like, Bob's just a fucking retard. Yeah, he doesn't pay attention. He needs help with school. Like, we don't know if he's going to really do anything successful in life. Probably won't. But, yeah. Fucking parents, dude. Bad fucking parents. I hope everybody, has someone. Parent, friend, family, lover that they can be open with. Peace, YouTube.